Hello, everyone. Welcome to Work and Wallets, the podcast where we talk about money moves for South Africans. I am Nomfundo, and today I am joined by my lovely colleague, Kurtney.
Hi, Nomfundo. Thank you. I'm excited about this one because honestly, when I was 20, last thing on my mind was retirement savings. For me, it was basically for older people. It's something that I just couldn't connect with back then.
Exactly. You know, when I started working, I thought to myself, retirement,
Yeah.
it's 40 years away. But truth to be told, it's closer than we think.
Yeah, exactly. So, Nomfundo, why should we even care about retirement when we're young? When I was 20, I was more concerned about rent, transportation costs, airtime, trying to have a social life and just trying to stay afloat, It wasn't even on my radar back then.
I get that. But, you know, retirement is not optional.
Yeah.
I think we need to understand that. One day we will stop earning a salary and we'll need money to live on.
Yeah.
Probably for the next 20 to 30 years to come. And if you don't plan now, you just risk relying on the state's pension, which is roughly about 2,000 rands a month.
Oh, not
And
enough.
that's not enough for a decent life.
No,
you know?
not at all.
So starting early is such a game changer because you have the magic of compound interest.
Okay.
You know, let me give you an example.
Okay.
If you start saving at age 25,
Yeah.
let's say 500 rands a month at 7% growth rate, each and every year, you will probably have about 1.3 million rands when you retire.
Wow.
But on the other hand,
Yeah.
you decide to just wait a bit, and then you reach age 35, and then you're just like, let me just start with this retirement thing. You will just have about 700,000 rands for the
Oof.
same effort.
Gee, it's almost half.
You know, that clearly shows that time is the biggest asset.
So what you're saying is basically the earlier we start, the less we have to stress about later.
Exactly. Every
Okay,
rand you
got it.
save now
Yeah.
works for you in decades to come.
Okay, so Nomfundo, there are so many misconceptions around retirement savings. So I think it would be great if we could tackle some of the
Yeah,
myths
sure.
that are out there. And the first one that pops into mind, most common one is, I'm too young to save for retirement.
That's false.
Okay.
Starting early, you're just allowing your money to work for you. Remember, additional amounts you make, you save, plus the compound growth on them makes it easier for you to have more money when
Okay.
you retire.
Now, in some cases, when you work for a company, they sometimes offer you benefits like a retirement fund. And that's basically money that they help you save for one day when you stop working. So the second myth is my employer fund is enough and I don't need to do anything else.
Probably not.
Okay, why?
Employer fund will aim to replace about 60 to 75% of your fund salary.
Okay.
If you want to have that flashy lifestyle at
Yes.
retirement,
And we
you will
all
need
love
to
to.
put on some extra savings.
Okay.
You know, use options such as retirement annuity, your other investment options that are out there, your tax-free savings account.
Yeah.
That is beneficial for the growth of your retirement fund.
Okay. And then another thing about employer funds is that sometimes the employer actually contributes to your fund or to the retirement fund. Now, in that case, it's great because when you look at fees, the fees are then deducted from the employer's contribution. So the third myth is because my employer contributes, I don't need to put in anything more.
Your employer contribution is great, but
Okay.
let's be honest, it's not enough. You'll
Yeah.
need to put on some extra. And you need to look at the total contribution towards your retirement.
That makes sense, yeah.
And also, there are other costs that are there, such
Okay.
as your administration costs
Yeah.
and your death benefit. You need to consider the actual amount after costs
Okay.
in order for you to have enough when you retire. Alexforbes research shows that you'll need about 17% of your fund salary in order to have a nice life at retirement.
The last myth is because my employer controls my retirement money, I have no control or I can't make any decisions.
Not quite.
Okay, why not?
Your retirement savings in your hands.
Okay.
While your employer fund may have limited contribution options, what you can do is to just top up on the savings, right? You need to also look at other contributions that you can make.
Okay, such as
your retirement annuity.
Yes.
Your long-term investment options that are out there.
Okay.
Those will help you with the tax benefits and savings benefits as well.
Okay.
And it's also advisable for you to just talk to a licensed financial advisor that will help you to just be informed and to know more about what is fit for you and what options are out there.
Yeah, and it's also best to get that professional advice. And so you've alluded to some of these points, or my next question, which is, as young employees in South Africa, what options do we have?
So we have many options out there, right?
Yeah.
And then, but we'll just look at the three main ones.
Okay.
The first one is your employer pension or provident fund.
Yes.
The second one is your retirement annuity. Okay. It's great for freelancers or if you want to save a bit more. And it also has tax perks.
Oh, we love that.
The last one that we have is a tax-free savings account.
Okay.
That is my favorite one. It's great for saving for medical costs later or children's education.
Yeah.
You know, it's you also not charge tax on the interest earned. So that's why it's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, great. So Nomfundo, if let's say I'm 25 years old, I get my first job, what should I do?
The first thing you need to do is check if your employer has a retirement fund.
Okay.
Whether you can opt in or you must join in.
Yeah.
And see what are the contribution choices that they have.
Yeah.
You know, select the highest one that you can afford.
Okay.
Because affordability is key.
100%.
And also check if at a later stage when you get increases that you can have options to just increase it as well. And then also you need to be active on your retirement journey because at the end of the day it's your money.
Yes.
You need to know what's happening. Know what other options are there.
Yeah.
What options can you change or what options can you increase so that it shows that you are interested in what's happening in your future self. And then we also have out of fund options.
Okay, what are those?
So the out of fund options is they are your debit orders, you know?
Yes.
Just take the hassle of having to remember that I need to save each and every month.
Out of sight, out of mind.
You know, automatically. So just be free, you know? And then the retirement annuity, you know? Tax deductible contributions to retirement savings. And then open a tax-free savings account. You know, the contributions are made after tax, but the growth is tax-free, and you can withdraw it at tax-free.
That's great. Wow, you've gone through a list of options, and there are actually so many options available. But I think the key takeaway from today's session is that start small, start now, and time will do most of the work for you, and eventually your future self will thank you.
Exactly. You know, you need to remember that retirement planning is not about being rich. It's about being prepared. If you are prepared, you will retire with ease.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Until the next episode.
Thank
Bye
you.
for now.